Haggard.
How'd the team look to you today?
I tell you, we looked really good for 3 quarters. Fourth quarter, I think fatigue definitely set in. But the blue team, the team that won the scrimmage, they did a great job all 4 quarters. But it was great to just play, get some real referees in here, play 4 8-minute quarters, get up and down. And the best part about this, Chris, will be we can watch film tonight as a staff and clean up a lot of the things that need to be cleaned up tomorrow before practice.
So what did you like most about what you saw here?
I thought the energy and effort were, again, where it needed to be in day 4. I thought we had great examples of offensive execution, being unselfish, moving the ball, playing with pace. And then I think defensively, for 3 quarters, we definitely had some really good examples of our defense, starting in transition, flowing into the half court. And some guys played really well. I mean, Trey Lyles has had a great camp. Trey Lyles is 4 days in a row now has been one of the best players in the gym. It was great to have Nikola out on the floor playing 5-on-5, extended minutes. Obviously, him and Paul together are a tough duo to guard. Monte Morris has been terrific as well. So it was just, nobody got hurt, which is always a good thing. Guys competed, played hard, and tried to play the right way.
Coach, what have been some of your impressions about Jamal Murray so far throughout camp?
Jamal has not shot the ball well in camp, and the best thing about that, which is a strange statement to say when the guy hasn't shot the ball well, is that he has rebounded at an extremely high level, and he has done a great job of valuing and carrying the ball. Going into today's practice, I think he had like 14 assists, only 4 turnovers in all the live sections. He was, I think, a 3rd leading rebounder as a point guard in camp, which is terrific. I'm not worried about Jamal's shot, but the fact that he's rebounding, he's valuing the ball, making his teammates better is great to see.
Any reason that you can tell that he's not shooting it well?
I think he had tweaked his ankle in September, and which forced him to miss some time. So I don't think he's in great shape right now. And that's really funny to say about Jamal because he's one of our best conditioned athletes still, but for him, he's not in great shape for Jamal Murray. And I think once he gets that rhythm, that conditioning back, that's going to allow him to make shots when he's tired.
Mike, you talked a little bit about the defense this week, but I'm curious about the process in the offseason. You mentioned research that you do at Media Day. What is the process behind really going in and trying to develop a plan about whatever schematic changes or tweaks you might make?
Well, the process is one, looking inward, looking at yourself, and not being afraid to look and see where we were really bad. I mean, when you're dead last in field goal and 3-point defense, that is a major alarm. So that's the first part, is saying, who are we? What do we do well? What do we have to do better? The second part is, okay, well, how do we improve that? And I give all of our coaches projects, and we look at the best defensive teams in the NBA. We want to be a better 3-point team. We look at the top 5 teams in 3-point defense, and we break down how they guard high pick and roll, slide pick and roll, post up, catch and shoot. And are there things that we can use that will fit with our personnel? For example, we don't have a DeAndre Jordan, a Rudy Gobert, a Hassan Whiteside. So maybe certain teams, how they do things may not necessarily work with us because of our roster. But we try to take from other teams and implement some of their techniques and philosophies to help us to be better. And so that's kind of the process that we've used. And we don't wait for training camp to instill those things. It's individual play development. It's in Summer League. It's in Atlanta. It's in Denver in September. And hopefully those will all lead to better results this year.
Individually, what are some things that Monte Morris does on the defensive end or can do on the defensive end that are unique, specifically with his size?
We can talk about technique, we can talk about philosophy. I think at the end of the day, if you want to be a good defensive player, it's a mindset. You're taking pride, you're not going to let the other guy score. I think the best thing that Monte has going for himself is that he has tremendous confidence, he has tremendous grit and toughness, and he's not going to allow teams or players to do whatever they want to do. He's made tremendous strides from last year being a 2-way player to this year. As I mentioned a few minutes ago, Monte has actually been one of our best players in camp on both ends of the floor. He's shooting it well, he's finishing, he's running his team, and defensively, what I like is that he's picking up full court. He's making Jamal work. why is Jamal struggling to make shots? I think he's tired. And one of the reasons he's tired is because Monte is making it hard for him. And I think that's great that Monte understands that it's part of his role to push the guys ahead of him so they can become better players as well.
One name we haven't heard much of this week is Malik Beasley. Your impressions of him, and how close is he to maybe cracking that rotation consistently?
Yeah, Malik is another guy that I grabbed before practice and was giving him a lot of credit because Malik was quietly after 3 days having a really good camp. And what constitutes a really good camp? Well, he was shooting the ball extremely well, over 50% from three. Most impressive was his assist to turnovers. Malik was simplifying his game, making the simple play the right play. He had 11 assists, only 4 turnovers going into today. I think I jinxed him because Malik could not buy a shot today. And what it shows me is that we were generating the right shot, we were generating open shots, but guys we put a dent in the front rim today. Guys are tired, their legs are exhausted, and I think that's when guys are coming up short, you can tell guys are tired. But overall, Malik's been solid. Last year, he was in the rotation for a while. The bigger challenge for Malik Beasley is going to be consistency. Can he do it consistently enough to warrant being in the rotation for 82 games? Not many guys outwork Malik. He's got great toughness. I think he has the potential to be a hell of a two-way player. But now, can he make shots consistently, and can he have game plan discipline every single night?